very bright. But there's something that I need to do. Actually, is my desktop muted? It is not. Now it is. Before I pull anything else up. So I have to pull up the stream in order to adjust the audio and test the microphone. Don't you dare join me for this. That's loud. It's very loud. See, okay, so my problem that I was dealing with is that, like, yeah, Discord has a filter. Not Discord. OBS. OBS has a filter, so it has noise suppression, and I have a limiter, so I can't actually get too loud. I didn't get too loud there. But for some reason, when I join something else, actually, here, I'll turn my filters off and see what happens. Maybe. Gain off, limiter off, noise suppression off. So it's all off right now, and there's the fan. I can hear the fan. It's also a little echoey, and it gets too loud sometimes. Exactly. So if I turn off, well, first I'll turn on the gain. And there's the first issue right there. It gets too loud. So then I'm going to turn on the limiter. So now with the limiter on, I shouldn't peak the mic. Well, I didn't. But it doesn't sound great because I still have that staticky noise behind it. Also, the gain's up a little bit over here, or down or something. So now I'll turn on the noise suppression so you shouldn't be able to hear the staticky fan noise being picked up on the mic. This is quiet, but you can still hear me when I talk. However, there is an issue that is still going on. I got to make some live adjustments and listen to myself talk on basically a delay, which is why I might be stopping a couple times as I'm going through here. So I'm going to move my little mixer board closer to myself here. Try to move some things around so I can live adjust it. I think the mic should be about here anyway, so no, because I'm gonna have a guest, so I gotta put it over here and have it work. So what am I looking at? Do I want more gain? Does it sound like I need more gain? Because I have a digital gain. Does not sound like I need more gain. I don't need more volume, but I think also the highs may be up too much. Actually, I could turn my gain down here just no. No. I'm gonna turn off the gain filter. So the filter gain is off, but I'm gonna turn up my gain on my board. And if my mic's picking up more, No, that didn't actually change anything. So I'm going to switch that back. I'm going to turn the gain down on my board. So not too much, but I am going to turn it down. So about right here shouldn't be too much of a change. Although it does sound like I'm very far in the background now, but not just being this far away from the mic, but if I'm talking this way and the mic's over there, kind of creates an issue. And I don't think my gain here is going to do anything much about that. Like I could turn this up, I could double the gain filter, but then you have sort of like a room echoey noise to it. I have a compressor over here too. I'm going to turn off the gain, turn off the limiter, and turn on the compressor and see what happens with that. Because with the compressor on, it should be doing somewhat the same two things. And it wasn't. I don't think the compressor's set up quite right. Ten to one. Threshold -6 decibels. Attack 6 milliseconds. Release 60 milliseconds. Output gain 6 decibels. Ha! No, that didn't work. Ha! Low sound. High sound. Low sound. High sound. See, it's peaking. I'm gonna throw the limiter on anyway and try that again. Low sound. High sound. Low sound. High sound. That worked. Because the compressor does have a gain on it. Nah, that didn't sound right. When I said that worked. So I got this mic because having a guest over, I don't want to give us both a mic. The mic, though, should be, in order to sound the best, somewhere around here. I'm going to change the volume as I go until I hit the point where I actually like it. A little bit louder now. And it should be right exactly where it needs to be. So this is what the mic should sound like. If I had it on an arm, well, I'm going to turn the lows down if I'm this close to it. So this is probably what the mic should sound like if I had it on an arm and kept it really close to my face. And that sounds exactly like me. No weird echoey room filter, no being too far away, no crunch, nothing like that. Even though it is on a compressor, I don't hear an actual compression. But this is what I want to try to get it to sound like when I put my mic down on my table and for two people. But I can't. I mean, you can already hear that there's this echoey room. If I had like a back, what's it called where you have like the foam, like the pointy foam, like the noise cancel. But anyway, there's a shield that you can put behind your mic and it cancels out the room echo so that the sound that's going out doesn't come back in and hit the mic from different directions, which is kind of what's happening here is it's the sound from my voice is probably hitting my monitors and going out into the room past the monitors. You know, it's echoing around the room and coming back in, and that's why you hear like this weird. I don't know how to describe it. Just sort of an echoey sound, but yeah, the shield behind it, the all the noise going towards the mic hits it and dampens and just kind of goes away. So you only hear what's supposed to come in here. But also because of that, I got to raise the low. Now, how low can I go? How much low do I need to go? That's too much low. How about just a baseline medium low? Because I had the low down. That's better. That's too much. Actually, it picks up too much on that low end. See, and then I'm going to turn my gain up because the compressor is on. No, I'm not because that was bad. I'm going to turn it back down. I'm going to turn my volume up. So the individual volume knobs are more just like power knobs. I'm going to close it. So it's how much power am I giving this channel? How much power am I giving this mic? Not necessarily electricity, but just the signal itself. There's a difference between the power individual knob, volume knob, and the main mix volume knob, because the main mix volume knob, it's hard to describe. I don't think I actually know enough to describe it. So I'll stop there. But hey, sitting back here, I mean, yeah, it doesn't sound great, but I can hear myself. The only thing I can't adjust without, I don't know, getting on Streamlabs or something, yeah, is, you know, what does this sound like on Streamlabs? Probably not great. But that's, I have to turn on whatever Microsoft's noise suppression in order to get rid of that, and I don't even know what that sounds like. So I could figure that out. So if I do the filters here, I turn off the noise suppression filter, close this box because my monitors are not in compliance with one another. Going to go to no, I'm going to go to sounds, because open sound settings doesn't give you the settings that you need to do the settings. Go to recording, go to the microphone that is active, go to properties, go to advanced, nope, go to enhancements and do noise suppression and see what happens here. Does it sound? It doesn't sound good. Actually, sounds very bad. What about acoustic echo cancellation? No, that was worse. Turn the noise suppression off, but keep on acoustic acoustic echo cancellation. What was that? There's noise going on somewhere in the house, and my mic can pick it up, but I can't. The train is now coming. That's great. So both acoustic echo cancellation and noise suppression do just about the same thing. Is it gone yet? You'll never know. And it makes the mic sound like trash. So I get it. Actually, no, I'm not done yet. Because I need to know what. No, acoustic. Because if I'm doing Streamlabs, I'm talking with other people, and I just need to know what I need to adjust. I think I'm picking up the remnants of a phone conversation going on. But I don't hear it. It just happened. Microphone, you're too good, and you're doing the wrong thing. Those aren't the noises that you need to concentrate on. The noises coming out of my mouth are the ones that are. So check this out. One side of this microphone one side is used to actually, like, it's more concentrated on this side. The other side doesn't pick up as much, although there is a mic on that should be picking up on both sides. The idea is that it cancels noise, or attempts to cancel noise that comes from that side of the microphone, the back side. It's not doing it though, because I'm thinking if I point that towards the door and this towards me over here, because the phone conversation is not coming from over there. It's not a phone conversation. It's picking up the noise coming out of my headphones. That's even worse. So when they asked about the feedback, it doesn't sound like the conversation. It doesn't sound like me talking, though. That's the problem. That does. Okay. So the feedback is just. Okay. And how does that happen? Like, I can't hear my headphones from here. Okay, I can. I'm a liar. I guess I could see the chat here. It's a very sensitive mic. I let them know. I said, "Hey, I'm sorry. It's just I got a very sensitive mic and it just kind of picks up every noise in the world." I don't want to have to adjust the volume knobs and stuff on my board in order to chat with people. And this is why I can't do any like remote voice work for anybody right now. Because I can't record any remote voice work for anybody because a train goes by every 5 minutes. But I just wanted to see that. It's just the noise suppression is not as good as OBS's. And the box filters for OBS are not as good as what they should be because I wonder. So OBS on my streaming computer, every time I'm done streaming, I hit stop streaming and I wait for it to stop streaming and then I hit the little X button to close out OBS and then OBS just crashes. It stays up and it won't close, but it has crashed. What's up with that? And will this crash? It might. But as far as I would say using this mic to do what I'm doing for streaming and stuff like that, it sounds fine. There's not a whole lot more I would need to change. Like I could give it more power and that's about it. But I do have a limiter on, so no, I can't give it more power because it'll stop it from being too loud anyway. And I'm hitting the red the whole time, and I'm at full volume, and I'm comparing the full volume coming through my headphones to the full volume of other YouTube things that I watch. It's fine. It's great. It's fine and it's great. I love it. I'm I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna stop listening to myself because I am annoying myself greatly. And I'll tell you what, man, this seeing this whole situation because I've got gray hairs, but I've got more gray hairs on this side than on this side, and it just looks like my facial hair is uneven and it is bothering me. It's not. I just have very, very blonde hairs that look very much like my skin around it that you can't see very well. And then dark hairs underneath it and it just looks like actually it looks like only on one side is my facial hair sticking out. It's not, but it looks that way. There are some things I need to draw before I get to things like the Harvest Moon, Kingsfield, Medieval Monster Rancher 2. I need to draw a new. I'm going. I don't need to. I'm gonna draw a new Spook Night Games thumbnail, but I also want to draw a Pokemon thumbnail for whichever one I'm gonna play, Scarlet and Violet, for Pokemon Unite in case I decide to stream that or make videos of that, and for which I can't actually make. I'm gonna completely mess up my camera right now. I can't actually make Pokemon Unite thumbnails right now or streams right now. There's my reflection back there, which has frustrated me. Not the poster. I appreciate the poster. Thank you for that poster and the other Doctor Who stuff. Uh, what just why I can't do Pokemon Unite right now is because it is running through a capture card plugged into this computer, not even in a USB 3 port because it won't work in a USB 3 port. So it's in a USB 2. But my mic situation is this mic here. I can't remove my camera from where it's at, by the way. It's like stuck onto this thing. But let me my can you even can you even see? There's a hold on. I'm gonna turn on a light. See, there's that TV over there. I got a chair, I got my Switch, and I got a TV, and it's way back there behind everything. And so, as I make a ton of noise coming back to myself, and so I, you know, I I can't record any dialogue. I could definitely like record the gameplay or whatever, or stream it even, but I can't record dialogue right now. But it is there. Could work. I could play right now instead of draw, and you could see me play. But I couldn't see me play. But that's another thing that I was working with is can I just use the display on OBS to play the game? Kind of. Yeah, I guess. It wouldn't be very comfortable. That's a 42 inch. That's a 19 inch. That's a comfortable chair that I can lean back in. This is a desk chair. And I'm only doing this sketch, by the way. I'm not gonna. I found out that I can get a lot of work done. I'm gonna pull up a YouTube video so that I have something to watch. I won't be able to see chat, but that's fine. It's a test stream. What are you? Don't recommend channels I'm already subscribed to, please. You're making it very, very hard for me to find anything new and interesting because you're only ever sending me stuff that I'm already interested in or I'm already watching. It's just not it's not right. Don't do it. Because I can't see chat, if you want to get my attention, too bad. I, I don't think I have any way at all, excuse me, to here actually I'll move my chat so that I can still see it. Just in case you show up. I am watching a YouTube video though. I check OBS, make sure that you can't hear it. You can't! Good. It's good times zone. Good time zone. Good times zone. Good time zone. It's Karen and Grant. Remember, it's just the sketch. Just the sketch. I don't have to put a whole lot of work into it. Just the sketch. I just want to do like the Ren and Stimpy mouth all the time for a dumbfounded look, but I don't actually know how to do it. I don't even have this hair anymore, but I might grow it back. And I also have a beard, but I never draw that on this. What's a good Pokemon to use for an excessive oh, actually, no, I already know. I might not even ever use them as a Pokemon, but oh, you're gonna hate this. It's fine. I'm not finding one that already has the angle that I'm looking for. A photo, that is. I found one that's close. It's Mr. Mime. It. I know. Oh, hold on. I gotta change a few things. Just the sketch. Just the sketch. Just the sketch. Don't worry about it. Just the sketch. Don't worry too much about it. I did make my character a little bit of that Bob Burgers style. And I like watching Bob Burgers. I don't like their art style. Ah. So if I gave myself facial hair, by the way, it just it wouldn't look right. But at the same time, the horror of Mr. Mime's face in my face, and then like getting also like the 5 o'clock shadow. You got a little bit of facial hair, looking gruffer. This is gonna be my Pokemon thumbnail, or at least some degree of it. It's a sketch. What I'll do here is on layer 44, I'll draw over this. Actually, here, I'll show you one more step of what I do here. So I'm going to go to levels and go to the red level, and I'm going to shift the output. So there's a dark output, light output. I just shift it on red. Can you see that? I'm not sure you can't see that. But there's this box here. says levels, preset custom channel. I put it on red. There's the input levels, so there's like a wave file, but it's all on black, so I just got it over there. And then out or underneath that is output levels, which has this little black slider and this little white slider, and you just shift them and it turns everything to red. So I do that, and then I change the fill to 50%, and then so that layer will be 50% and it'll be red, and when I draw over it with black, then I can pick which lines I'm keeping and which lines I'm, and then what lines will be different. The eyeball's probably going to be bigger and lower because I don't think I have like the nose gap there. But the nose is going to look a little bit different too because he's going to be like smushing his face into my face and smushing on my nose. So there's that one. I don't know what I'm going to do for the Spider-Man one, but I just wanted to do this. I think my test is done. I want to play Spider-Man pretty quickly, but I've got two Spider-Man PlayStation 1 games to play. Yes, there are two Spider-Man PlayStation 1 games. So there's the Spider-Man, and then there's Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro, and they're both PS1 games. But there's also a Spider-Man 2 on PS2. I have that game, but it doesn't work. Or let someone borrow it, and when I got it back, I couldn't play it anymore. All right. So thank you for joining me, if you did, during this test stream, test of my microphone, test of art. I don't know. I guess. Test of art. But I have that. I got the Spook Night game thing. I don't know if I'm going to finish this today or if I'm just done sitting here today. I filmed. I don't know how long we filmed. What time do we start? 8? I had 4 hours of filming, but I was there all day. I got to the place at 8:30 in the morning, and I went home at midnight ish, around midnight. So I was there all day doing this filming, prepping the idea. The very beginning of the day, we need to film. All right, let me think of something because we're on this time crunch, and if it doesn't work, I at least need something that we can film with if it just happens to be just me. I'll have levels of what we can do and what we might do. And depending on who shows up, we'll go with the one that fits that best. Starting with me setting up my phone and filming me battling me, all the way to we have a full crew, we have every position filled. That would be 7 different acting positions. If we had all 7 of us, we didn't, but if we had all 7 of us, 8, sorry, if we had all 8 of us, then I had something else planned. And I was working with who showed up and what time they showed up, which was in the evening. Anyway, stay safe out there, Commonwealth.